All right, YouTube. What it do? What's up, everyone? Welcome to the last episode of the year. No, not the last episode of the podcast. The last episode of the year, being that we are in, or it will it be the last episode of the year? It might not. Rewind that, because from the looks of it, on the 30th, we could be recording another one, dropping on the 30th, so we can drop one on the 31st. Because next Wednesday it will be Christmas. So Merry Christmas to all of you. As being from Latin America, we celebrate Christmas on the 24th. So I wouldn't be able to pre-record anything due to how busy we'll be the 22nd, the 23rd, and the 24th, preparing for the party on the 24th, the evening of the 24th, leading up to Christmas. And then Christmas is Friendsmas. But let's talk about what we are going to talk about today in today's podcast. Now, we're gonna stick to what we always do. New Comic Book Wednesday. It is Wednesday. You'll get an episode every Wednesday. So it's only fair that, again, this may not be always the first segment of the podcast every single time. It has been out of the 5 episodes, it's been 4 out of the 5. We changed it up last time. We're not gonna change it up that much. But in today's, now we don't have much to talk about really, so this might be a shorter episode, and I will go through the topics right now. One being New Comic Book Wednesday, because we're always gonna get that regardless. We're gonna probably do. We're gonna do. We are gonna do. What if Disney? So we're gonna do. And I was gonna pull that up, and I didn't pull it up, and that's on me. So we're just gonna roll with it. But what if Disney went Marvel, right? I mean, Marvel is part of Disney, right? But like, you see that these what if comics of like Donald Duck doing like, he's like if he was Thor or something like that. So what if we got that Funko idea? So we're gonna talk about that, and I'm gonna show some images if I can pull some images of what if Disney Donald Duck, right? Became Thor, became Wolverine, etc. Right? There's several ones of these, so I'm gonna just pull them up. We're gonna talk about them, and so we're gonna do Funko content, comic book content, and also I am joining a live. I joined the live. I'm saying it in past tense, right? Because you're watching this on a Wednesday. So I'm pre-recording. It's hard. Like, how? What do I put? Do I say I? So Tuesday night, I'm joining a live. I joined the live, and look forward to it. Looking forward to it. We haven't done it yet. As we record, we haven't done it yet because it's later tonight. Throwing myself off, but enough is enough. Let me start blah, just randomly talking. So let's just get to it. Let's get straight to it. Let's give you guys a 30-minute episode. Again, with the holidays, I'm not as prepared as I've been lately. So before we get through all of that, before we all do all of that, before we get past all these 4 minutes of just rambling, let's make sure we also hit the subscribe button, hit that like, and hit the notification bell for upcoming videos and all of the above. So let's kick it off. Let's get to this New Comic Book Wednesday. New Comic Book Wednesday. Now, again, if you're watching this, you are in for it because we're gonna get into detail of why, not much detail, but want, why I want that specific comic book. And now, I don't know how people keep up with these. I don't know how people would keep up with these. Like, to go over every comic book that I've been reading and why I've been reading it, and a lot of the comic books I've been reading, it's like in my head, can I express and talk about issue 1 and 2 when we're on issue six, like with clarity? But once I start reading latest issue, everything comes back crawling up. And it's like, oh yeah, that's right. This happened on that issue. This happened on that issue. So I want to find a way of maybe, like, I guess rereading, or like just going over other things and seeing from that perspective. But let's get to it. We see here Absolute Batman on this cover from our friends at Third Eye Comics. Always great customer service. We talked about that in the previous episode. But we got, what they're highlighting here is Absolute Batman, the New Gods, and the G.I. Joes. But let's move over to, you guys came to see what it is that I'm picking up. I'll be picking up none other than Absolute Batman. Of course, it's right in the cover. Absolute Batman has been absolutely, and I keep using that, absolutely amazing. I've been enjoying it, and like I said, the reason why I brought up the whole everything's here and it doesn't kick back in until I continue reading, because I don't remember where we left off, and I've been enjoying it so much. But it's like one of those things, like, I'm reading so many new stories and different stories, and I don't want to stick to just one story. Just like with social media, I don't want to stick to just one genre of nerdiness, alright, of nerdom. Like, I'm not just a Funko Pop nerd collector. I mean, action figures, trading cards, comic book nerd, like a bunch. So, with that being said, like, the reason why I just want to talk about it, just the story itself, myself, period. I haven't read much of Batman, but I've read enough that this story feels absolutely different, which is one of my main reasons why I've been loving Absolute Batman. And we are going to do a segment on me breaking down issues 1 through 3, or wherever we're at the point when we do this episode, because we're going to focus on that. We're going to do recommendations or just breakdowns, or we'll bring people over that have read the same and are up to date, and we're just going to have a discussion about what we like, what we didn't like, what, just talk about the story period in general. Right, next up, this is the Amazing Spider-Man issues 230 and 63. Now, have I read every single issue here? No. This one I am going mainly because of the classic cover look that we're getting. It's, I can say, it's a new release, new old print, reprinting. Just love how it looks so old school. Like, I have comic books from when I was a kid that the art is so similar to this. So we're gonna add it to the collection. Maybe something we can put behind the frame and hang on the wall, because we are trying to, as you see Funko House on the wall, I'm trying to put comic books on the wall. That next up, more DC. Like I've said before, because of the Absolute series is the reason why I've been reading a lot more DC stuff. I've been picking up everything that's all in and gone all in on them. I've been picking up every single issue that has all in on it. Batman and Robin Year 3. Love it. Love the look. Love the art of this. I cannot wait. I love the covers too. Every single cover that I saw, I picked this one in particular because Robin's my favorite. And you can see there's a kind of like a classic Robin look to this right here. In the Batcave, just chilling in the back, hovering over Batman. Pretty dope cover. And again, thank you guys on TikTok for answering and responding to my comment. Not my comment, my video I posted. I got a clip from the last stream and posted it about why you pick your covers, and I'm kind of breaking that down here, why I picked that cover. Now the Challengers of the Unknown. I don't know nothing about this. I don't know nothing about the Challengers of the Unknown. I have no clue. But It looks like it's one of six. Something new, something to look into. I see a couple of characters that I recognize, and that's enough for me to say, hey, I'll cop this and read it and let y'all know how I feel about it afterwards. And I'm sure if usually, so when I go to my comic book store, the guys there, guys and gals, usually have by the desk the three issues that they recommend or like they're hyped about. And a lot of the times I bring up something, and then when I get there, they also have it. So I was looking forward to. So like great minds think alike, right? Third eye. But wow, something's wrong with my eye. Y'all been seeing me like mess with my face quite a bit now. Y'all can see a lot of tabs open. But let's keep going, right? So Conquest. I have yet to get through issues 3 and 4 yet, but I enjoyed 1 and 2. That I had to go ahead and pick up this Pete Woods variant cover, and the main reason was because of this Silver Surfer. Now, in the Conquest, the last one, it wasn't called it was the anime, Adam and something 99, right? 2099. Can't remember which one it was, but Silver Surfer, the new Silver Surfer was in the cover, and with the Fantastic Four coming back, and us getting a new Silver Surfer, I've been really wanting to read more into. Never known much about the Silver Surfer, so I've been learning as I read, and it makes me go back and dig back into more stuff. As in, like, my wish list for Christmas is a lot of graphic novels. Like, I have nothing but like, it's crazy how things change. It's crazy how things change. It used to be nothing but Funko Pops on my wish list. I would stop collecting Funko Pops December 1st just to give people a chance to get me something that I do not have. Because people will be like, I don't know what to buy you. I don't know what Funko Pop, because I don't know if you already have it. You have so many to keep track of. Give me a second. It's a lot, and it's changed. Like, since I got back into the comic book reading at the end of 2023, it'll be a year next week. Celebrating my 1 year anniversary of returning to the comic book world, the comic book community. But the Silver Surfer cover better be there. Last week, I didn't make a video of what I picked up, and I apologize for that to my TikTok and my Instagram people who watch my post about that, on what I ended up picking up from what I talked about on the podcast episodes. I didn't post anything. I was not feeling well. As y'all knew, when I made that video, I mentioned about how I haven't been feeling well. I got worse after the recording of that video. Maybe too much talking. Who knows? But I was already feeling bad, and the talking, I wasn't resting my voice. But a lot of those covers, like the Capcom versus Marvel variant covers, I was not able to pick up, except for the Thanos one, the Rogue one. I missed out. So I picked up another different version of it. Moving on. So now we've talked about Conquest 2099. We're gonna go with Daredevil. Christmas is on right here. So if anything Christmas related that I see a variant cover of, I'm gonna pick up. I'm a big holiday guy. I love my holidays. No, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. I would have liked to see some Thanksgiving variant covers for some Marvel stuff, but I guess it's not as important as Christmas, or it won't sell as much as Christmas, right? But so basically, I'm gonna be getting this Daredevil. I'm sure he's putting back the star. He's a hero. He's putting back the star from the the big tree in Times Square. He is not stealing it. Not Times Square. Yeah, Times Square is the Times Square. Where my boy Kevin met up his mom in Home Alone 2. Next up, something I've been wanting for a very long time, and we finally get it. Last issue took y'all long enough. Jeez, 3 weeks I think. That's way too long. Like, I gotta go back and read issue number 5 because I don't remember what happened in issue number 5. But Dark Knight of Steel All Winter, issue number 6. Totally hyped, totally excited about that. Look at this cover. Way too. When we're done, when this whole thing's done, we're gonna go to and talk about it. Talking about more Marvel and the more issue number 5. Let's freaking go. Fighting for that crown. He's the ruler. That's the main man. That's my boy Neymar, whatever y'all want to call him. No more. It's the proper way, in my opinion, the way I've learned it. And next up, issue number 2 of Psylocke. I've talked about Psylocke and how she's grown on me on just one issue. And of course, she's in other issues of other X-Men stuff. I wasn't that big of a fan of hers until I started reading into her. And speaking of Psylocke, she has become my main on Marvel Rivals. I am going to put my my PlayStation account, my PSN account, right over here. So add me, so we can play some Marvel Rivals. But best believe, do not touch my main. And if you do, I have multiple. I can adapt. I like to learn and master as many characters as I can, just in case I'm playing with randoms and randoms take. Let's say I'm playing with 4 different randoms, and all 4 different randoms grab. Each one grabs one of my 4. Each of my 4 now, and now like I don't have a 5th. So I like to have at least 5 starters, because you play with 5 other people, 4 other people. But that's for another story. Let's continue with the comic book talk. Now, this was very questionable. See what I did? Question all along the Watchtower. Now, when you read the all-in-one Justice League, they have a new Watchtower, and you get to see inside the Watchtower on episode 1. Really enjoyed it. Not much action, but very chill, and you get to see kind of like behind the scenes of when the heroes are not in the towers. So pretty good. I like it. I liked issue number 1, so we're gonna continue with issue number 2. Turtles again, Christmas. Now this is issue number 5, so I am assuming now that we got issue number 1 of each character. They were all doing their own thing. They've come back together. Love the bus. Those are the Volkswagen. If this bus wasn't the new one that's dropped, that's coming out in IRL, wasn't an electric car and it looked like this one, I put my money into this. We're talking comic books. Comic books. Let's not get into cars. The TVA issue number 1. As you can see, Sylvie, you see a bunch of other people. I am interested in seeing what we're gonna get from this. From all time along, the time variant long, we already know what they do. And just want to see what the TVA does next. Next up, another Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 12. The Ultimate stuff has been so amazing, and we finally got that year 1 of the Ultimate. We ended up getting the issue last week. Now this may not be the cover. $24. I am not paying $24 for nothing, but I do love the this cover. Not gonna be getting that one. Nightwing. Now these last two issues, I'm not 100% sold yet on them, and I gotta find out. This is a reprint, I believe. Issue 121 is a new storyline, a new beginning, a new arc. I don't know the lingo there. Gotta correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's issue 119. So if at the store they still have a copy of issue 119, 120, I will pick this up. Dick Grayson is my favorite Robin, who becomes Nightwing. I want to read more into it. I've been reading a lot more Robin stuff. I even bought a book of the year 1 of Robin and how he ends up becoming. A lot of us know the story. Next up, last and not least, now there's another, not really something because I already have it, but this is just a reminder to people. Wolverine, this is a reprint because they were like on issue number 3 or 4. I fell behind. I only have issues 1 and 2, but Wolverine first copy, the original copy, sells for a lot more now. I don't know if it's the popularity or whatnot, what made the price go up. But when the price started going up, people just started buying the crap out of it. And that's why I ended up missing on that first cover. And I had to get a variant cover for it. But this is a variant cover, as y'all can see, but I just wanted to bring up that there's gonna be reprints of the first issue. Who knows? They might reprint that main issue. I saw like at least 3 different covers, and I'm sure they were all variant covers, if I'm not mistaken. But that is all for what I'm picking up on New Comic Book Wednesday. Now, TikTok. This is for my TikTok community who is not here on YouTube. I don't know why you're not here on YouTube, but TikTok community. If you want to go into detail and see me go into details of why I'm wanting to read a certain comic book, go to my podcast. My new episode is up. If you're watching this now, new episode's up already on the YouTube. You can find the link in the bio. So let's get to it. New Comic Book Wednesday, and just a quick review of what we're getting. I am getting Absolute Batman issue number 3, followed up with this Amazing Spider-Man issue number 263. Just love the cover. Batman and Robin Year 1 issue number 3, followed up with The Challengers of the Unknown issue number 1 of 6. The Conquest issue number 5 is finally here, as well as some Christmas variant covers, starting off with this Daredevil issue number 16, followed up with the last issue. Sad, love it, and it's coming to an end. Maybe the story continues somewhere else, but the Dark Knights of Steel All Winter issue number 6, and these are 2 stories in one book. Remember that. Namor issue number 5. Been enjoying Namor. It's been a nice read. Psylocke issue number 1 was fun. Issue number 2 looks like it's gonna be a lot more fun. My main in Marvel Rivals. I said that. Questions along the Watchtower issue number 2 of 6. Next up, Ninja Turtles, another Christmas variant, and this is issue number 5. We already got 4 of those, and I've been enjoying them. Now the TVA, we get the first issue of the TVA, followed up by the Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 12. The last 2 are comic books that I need to find the previous issues. If not, I'm not picking them up just yet. Christmas season right around the corner, like right around the corner next week. And last but not least, just a reminder to everyone that this is a fun read, and they're bringing back the reprints, because this is from like months ago. This is from like October, and it looks like they're reprinting issues number 1. So if you missed out on those or you can't find them at your comic book store, look out for them, because this is your chance. Now, that's it for New Comic Book Wednesdays. Quick little glance, and later when I go to the comic book store, let's see if I find all of these, or at least 90% of these. Moving on. Come to the podcast. We are gonna move on to the next segment. What did we talk about the next segment, right? So now I pulled up some stuff. Funko Pop news. Funko Pop news followed up with we're gonna follow up Funko Pop news with Funko Pop ideas. Funko Pop ideas that I want. Funko Pop news. Let's do this, alright? Funko Pop news. Now, Funko Pop news. Funko Pop news, we got this a while back. It is not news, but it is news from me to you, because I normally don't post on my socials. I leave that to some of my friends. That's what their TikToks are about, and so in Instagrams, where they just go behind green screen TikTok, talk about, let's talk about what we just about to receive. So shout out to them. I let them do that, and they give you news about everything and anything Funko. I give you news about everything and anything Funko that I love, because I know I'm not the only one. So like, if it's something I love and I collect, now my friends, they do their thing because they like to help everybody. I like to help everybody else too, but I do so many things, right? So let's break it down. Because Breakfast Club. Speaking of breakfast, I had a good breakfast today. Breakfast Club. One of my favorite movies. One of my favorite movies is, I'm not gonna say underrated, but when I bring it up to people, they're like, "Eh," or "I like it, but it's okay." Or, I don't know many people that get as excited to watch it as I do. When my daughter, my oldest, told me she's never watched it, I was quickly just jump. What? I'm failing as a dad. We're watching it tonight. Get the popcorn ready. We get the popcorn ready. We go to the 7-Eleven. We get we get what we need, our snacks and whatever we need. We always have popcorn in the house, but other like candy and stuff like that, we really don't. So we went, did that, watched it. She liked it. She enjoyed it. Happy dad. Got to show my child. Mission accomplished. Dad of the year. But anyways, the Breakfast Club. We are getting some Breakfast Club Funko Pops. Now, I do not recall. It'll be bad. I'm talking so good about it. Don't think there aren't any. Because it'll be bad if I'm talking about Funko Pop news. And we don't have any. And I'm over here talking about how much I like it. Now, I love every single one of these right here. Like, every single pop. And last but not least, so it's only two things. It's a quick little segment of Funko Pop news. Last but not least, we are getting some new Sonic. We're getting Super Saiyan Sonic 4. Get it? Just the hair's a little long. Goku. But I love this one. I love it. It's different. It's not. Y'all know me. I complained about the mold of the Funko Pops last time. And this is a different mold than what I've seen. I'm looking at mine right now. I'm looking back at them. The one that I'm missing, I don't have, is the coin one. The one when, when you get hit and you drop the coins. And he's like, I love that concept. So they've been doing great with Sonic Pops. I still need my Ninetales one. I've been looking for that chase at GameStop. Hard time, but this is going to be a Target Flocked exclusive. Me looking at it right here, the picture, I don't know if y'all can see it, but it is, you cannot see how great that flock looks on the picture, so I can only imagine how it's gonna feel. Giggity. But that is it for Funko news. But Funko Pop ideas that I would love to see. We were talking about comic books, right? We were talking about comic books and what we all know, this what if Marvel stuff, or like what if series, right? Where we got what if Thor was a party animal and not really like that perfect son that he needed to become, or he wanted to become. Oh, what we have comic books of what if like Donald Duck was Wolverine or Thor. What if Mickey Mouse, the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse was the Avengers, right? Like all kind of stuff, right? I'm not alone in this. I'm not alone in this. Am I? Funko. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about why haven't we done a collab? Why haven't we done a collab with Disney characters? Like, yes, now we consider Marvel Disney characters because they were brought up by Disney, but Marvel characters, Disney, like Mickey Mouse, Goofy, Donald Duck, Pluto, like many as Marvel characters. As we can see right here, Mickey Mouse, we have him as Captain America. So I want to talk about ideas, Funko, that we could work on. Like, let's collab. Like, what do you guys need from me? Like, do you want me to pick? Do you want me to pick which character? Do I have to AI how they would look like? Well, what's my contract looking like? But let's talk about it. So I would love to see now Donald Duck, because he's my favorite character. I would love to see him as one of my favorite characters. He could be Wolverine for sure. We have comics of him. What if Donald Duck became Wolverine? What if Donald Duck became Thor? But I would like to see him more as a Wolverine. but I wouldn't mind either a Thor. Like there's so many different there's so many different. Here's one right here. The X-Men. Donald Duck as Cyclops and Daffy Duck as the Phoenix. Like you guys could do so much. You guys could take so much more of my money again. We're gonna talk about my money. Y'all want my money? Give me What If, Donald Duck, Daisy Duck, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse. Give me all of that. Please, Funko, do that favor for me. Make that my Christmas present for 2025. I would love to see that collab of Avengers, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse mashup. Give me a 5-pack, just like I have a 4-pack of Iron Man, Thor, Doctor Strange, and Captain America. Give me a 4-pack. The Goofy, give me Goofy. As you can see, look, give me shoot. I would prefer, because I'm not a Captain America fan. I would prefer Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, Ant-Man, and this would be amazing. And look up there. We have She-Hulk, Minnie Mouse. We have Captain America, Pluto. We have yeah. We have a lot of great ideas. Like, come on, come on. Thor, Minnie as Heart, Iron Man, dope. Wasp, ooh, Daffy Duck as the Wasp. Come on, who's with me? Come on, guys, repost this again. So let's go back to it, right? Marvel mashup, Avengers, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse mashup. Give us Donald Duck as Thor. As the let's rewind. Funko, give us that mashup, please. What do we gotta do? Where do I sign my contract to help y'all come up with this idea or this collab? What contracts we need to go sign? Y'all need me to go get them signed? Who do we have to? Who do we have to get the rights from? Marvel, Avengers, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. I say Mickey Mouse Clubhouse because the main characters from the Disney, like the Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, Goofy, Minnie, Mickey. Like the Daisy Duck as the Avengers, as the X-Men, as Hawkeye and Ant-Man, as Captain America, as Thor, as Wolverine. Give us Loki. Give us who will be Thanos. Like, let's talk about that. Like, comments, Stitch, whatever. Who would be Thanos? Like, let's do like those mashups. Funko, we need those Funko Pops. Like, let's get them for Christmas 2025. Those are my ideas. Just ideas. Y'all saw it here first on the Sith Sanger show. Not the Sith Sanger show. We do not even have the name yet. But 2025, we will have the name for official name for the podcast itself, aside from just my name. But that is it. That is all the ideas, the Funko ideas that I wanted to share when we bring comic books. Because we have the comic books. We definitely have comic books. I have some comic books. Speaking of comic books, there was a cover that I wanted to get of the X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, that I wasn't able to get. Oh, I was able to get the Mickey Mouse, and I even share it on TikTok so we can get another idea of what they can do with the Avengers, with the X-Men and the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse members. But man, growing up with both, why not get them as an adult? That's it, y'all. That is it for my episode today. We gotta get back up there. Family time. We are gonna be wishing y'all a very, very great Christmas. We are gonna be taking off the week of Christmas off. We won't be able to do any videos or even edits. So I will not rush through anything, so y'all don't get nothing, no bad quality stuff here. I don't want to do that to y'all. I wouldn't want to do that to myself. I want to give y'all the best I can and the best there ever will be. And thank you guys again for everything. Thank y'all, everyone, for supporting, subscribing, liking, and sharing my videos. For commenting. When you guys comment, when y'all comment, I feel like I'm doing even better, a better job because you guys are interacting with me. Y'all can relate. That's how I take it, y'all. And I do want to answer to a lot of you guys. And I think for some of you, I'm just gonna do videos of replying to that, kind of like I would do on TikTok. But again, thanks for everyone who comes in, takes the time to watch the whole thing, and even if you don't watch the whole thing, I mean, you are watching the whole thing if you've gotten to this part. For my thank you, but thanks for everyone for coming in and just watching the whole thing and participating, answering my questions, um, helping me make the stream. See, I used to stream all the time, but I've gone from streaming to podcasts now. I haven't had the passion much for streaming video games, but we might get into that. We definitely gonna talk on the next episode in 2 weeks video games because there's a lot of video games out right now that I'm currently playing that I'm definitely enjoying. Starting off with Marvel Rivals. Who knows? I might be level like 60 by that time. I have a lot of time in my hands since we won't be doing again an episode next week. So until next time, yeah, have a great Christmas. Yeah, have a blessed weekend, Christmas, and hope y'all got the gifts. Y'all get the gifts y'all want, and make sure you do send out those wish lists to your loved ones. And if you don't want gifts, then don't send them. Yeah. But anyways, all right. Y'all have a great rest of your week. Have a great holiday season. I will see y'all on the 31st. Y'all will be getting on the last day of 2024 a new episode and the last episode of 2024. Till next time, I catch you guys on that flippity flip. Peace.